Hey you guys, so today I wanted to show you this really cool website. It's called Nearpod. So if you go to nearpod.com, this is what you will see on the homepage. And right here, as you can see, it gives you the option if you're a teacher, you can create a free account. And then this also is for schools and districts. And then this right here is for students. So whenever you download or create your presentation, this is where the students will enter the code to join the lesson that you want them to see. So if you don't have an account, I encourage you to sign up since it's free, but I already have my account. So I'm going to go ahead and log in just to show you guys around. But this is what it will bring you to once you log in or sign up. And these are all self-explanatory, but I'm going to go to my library first. And my library is where it's lessons that you have either created or you've downloaded that were already made on Nearpod. So I'm going to take you to a lesson that I made, and it's subjects and predicates. So you have the option. You can either do a live lesson, which is where you control it on your device and you choose what the students are seeing. So they can't skip ahead on the presentation. You get to choose what they're seeing. And student-paced is more individual, so students can move from slide to slide as they want to, and it's not controlled by the teacher. So I'm just going to get a live lesson to show you guys what it looks like. And this is the code that it generates for you. So that's no extra work. It will generate that for you, and the students will put that in and they will be taken to your presentation. So I was just looking at this one. So I'm going to click down here where it says 6 of 14, and you get to choose what slide do you want to go to. This is a little bit easier navigation. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. And right here, students aren't logged on, obviously, because it's just me. But once students sign in, this is the list where you can see all of their names, and then you can also see their names right here. So I'm going to go through your just the main presentation. And for this, I actually you have the option of creating your PowerPoint on Nearpod, or you can do it on something like PowerPoint or Canva and then just save it, and you can import that into Nearpod. Nearpod is great for the interactive elements that we'll look at the end of this presentation, but for just general slides, if you want them to be a little bit more visually appealing, I would recommend that you use something like Canva or PowerPoint and then import them. That's what I did on this one. So these are just all of the little slides that I made. And right here, I actually did this lesson for a boy that I'm tutoring, and he loved it. He said it was so much more fun than normal just pencil and paper, just a lecture, and he actually really enjoyed it. So for this one, I just called it Create a Sentence. So I asked him to look at this picture and to think about a sentence that he could identify the subject and predicate on. So on this next slide, he was actually able to write a sentence right here and underline the simple subject and circle the simple predicate. And he sent his results in to me, and I can actually see it on my screen. This one I just called Draw It. And you can import a picture. I created this on Canva, and it's just a bunch of different sentences. And the student has a little pen, and they can underline or circle whatever you want them to do. They can draw something for you. And that's really fun for them. That's a lot more fun to be able to incorporate technology than just to use pencil and paper like normal. And this is the same thing. I just brought that one in and got him to do the same thing on that one. And then next I had the quiz for him. So if the students are logged on, it will ask if they're ready to take a quiz, and they answer the questions, and it actually shows the student's name. It shows you what question they are answering and what answer they put. And so it tells you if it's right or wrong. So the days of grading numerous papers and having to grade every single question that the student answers are over with Nearpod. So you can actually do all of that here. It does it for you, and then you can share the results with the student. And then at the end, I put just like a little poll to see how he was feeling. So I gave him some options. After this lesson, I Mostly understand, subjects and predicates completely understand, still need some help, I'm lost. So students at the end of the lesson, you can even do it if they are embarrassed to say their name. You can do it where they don't have to enter their name and they can just put which one they're feeling, and it lets you see how your class is feeling. It helps you to assess them on their learning. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you if you just want to explore. I'm going to show you how you would do that. So on Explore, you have filters. So you can, it gives you the option of price, subjects, resource, grades. So if your district or your school doesn't have this and you just want some free lessons, this is a great resource. So I'm going to click on free. I'm going to do science, and virtual reality is a really cool thing that they just added. I'll show that to you. And I'm not going to choose a grade. That way it will give me more options just for this. So I'm going to do explore the oceans. So it'll bring this up and it gives you the option to preview it. And then if you like it, you can add it to your library. And this one is completely free. So I'm going to preview it. And here it brings up this awesome picture of the ocean. And this is just so cool to me. I wish that we would have had this when I was in school, because I know that I would have probably been a lot more interested. So this is so amazing. Students can go home and at the end of the day tell their parents they explored the oceans and they never even left their seat. I think this is awesome. So they can do that. And then after that, this is just what this teacher has created. So if you like this and you decide you want to keep it, you go add to my library, and then you can click on show in my library, and it will take you right to where it is in your library. And you have the option to either go ahead and start it and do it as it is, or you can edit it. So say that there is a lesson you really like and you like the virtual reality part, but you don't like what the lesson's on. You wanted to do a different topic. You could go right there and edit it, and you could change the lesson. And it gives you the option too. You can either just go ahead and edit this one or duplicate it. That way you'll always have the original. So I'm going to duplicate it. And then here are all of the slides that are on that specific PowerPoint. So if you don't like one, say I want to take out the slideshow, you click on it and press delete. Or if you want to add a slide, you'll go right here. You can add content such as another slide. You can do virtual field trip, slideshow, all kinds of things. You can add web content, so you'll add a web page. And then you can also add an activity. So this is where you'll add the open-ended question, poll, quiz, all of these great things on here. So that is mainly what you need to know about Nearpod to get started. Nearpod is a really amazing tool to use in the classroom. It gets students very excited to learn because they get to use technology and they get to do all kinds of fun things that you can't do with just paper and pencil. So I recommend that you download Nearpod and really just see how it brings your students to life and how they really enjoy the lesson. Thanks, guys.